Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 1 and today we will be presenting on the comparison of practice of COVID-19 SOP between male and female adults in Negeri Sembilan. So, my name is Nurhanis Fatini and my metric number is 1916700. So, starting from last year, all countries around the globe has been affected with coronavirus disease 2019 or famously known as COVID-19. In fact, the World Health Organization or WHO classified this disease as pandemic outbreak due to the alarming rise on positive cases which happened in many countries at the same time. In an attempt to curb this virus outbreak from mass attacking their citizens, which will then cause their healthcare system to overwork and overburdening them, each country chose their own way to flatten the curve. In Malaysia, our government chose to do lockdown, then continuing life like normal but with practicing social distancing and other SOPs. Of course, while numerous platforms have been used to deliver the correct information and SOPs to the community, we cannot deny that the possibilities for each person to digest the same news might differ according to each individual depending on their backgrounds. Therefore, we chose to evaluate and compare the level of understanding regarding COVID-19 and its SOPs between male and female residents in Negeri Sembilan. Our hypothesis is that the female residents will show greater understanding in the basic knowledge for COVID-19 and the SOPs as compared to the male residents. This is, of course, based on the nature of female and male in regards to digesting the information on health-related stuffs. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter for further explanation.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Syafiqah binti Yusriha, metric number 1915942. Now, methodology. Next slide. The study design. This study used cross-sectional study as it took place in a single point in time. It is a descriptive study. We can come out with inferences based on the data collected. We decided to conduct the study in online mode using SurveyMonkey platform considering the pandemic. Next, the chosen area of study is Negeri Sembilan. It is just a small state but has a higher case of COVID-19 compared to bigger states at that particular time. The period of this study is a week from 12 to 21 December 2020. Thirdly, the ethical approval. This study protects the personal data of respondents as they remain anonymous because there is no name or identity card number asked in the survey. Now, the recruitment procedure. The survey was opened in a week period. It is calculated based on the 1.13 million residents in Negeri Sembilan with margin of error 5% and level of confidence 95%. The dissemination of this survey is through social media, Facebook, which target the older adult users, Instagram with more younger adult users, and WhatsApp as the fastest medium to spread information nowadays. And lastly, we also contacted a few representatives from RIUM Negeri Sembilan Student Society to ask them to help us disseminate the survey. That's all from me. Next presenter.
Thank you, Sister Nurul. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Mizan Kamalina binti Parjan with matrix number 1817316. Right, now I will continue the presentation on the study instrument. Okay, in our study, we use a survey method to collect data from the citizen in Negeri Sembilan. In the questionnaire, there are two external links which give the option for the respondent to answer in the Malay or English. Then the questionnaire is divided into three major parts, which are the demographic of the respondents, the knowledge of the SOP, and the practices of SOP. Next. So here is the external link that will give an option for the respondents to choose their preferred language to answer the survey. Next. This is the question regarding the demographic of respondent, which consists of gender, age, and their current location. Next. And this is the question regarding to their knowledge of the SOP, which emphasizing on the symptoms, the updates regarding the COVID-19, what is the cause and the transmission of the COVID-19. Next. And this is, and for the practices of SOP, we highlighted the common actions in the society that will be chosen by the respondent in the survey. Okay, that's all from me. Now I will pass the presentation to Sister Nurul again.
Now, statistical analysis. Based on the data collected, we use Excel to sort out and calculate the frequency and percentage of each element provided in the survey. From that, the mean can be calculated for each gender. The analysis is needed to achieve our purpose, which is to compare the SOP practices between gender. We can induce inference on which gender is more compliant with COVID-19 SOP practices, as a higher mean shows a better compliance. That's all from me. Next presenter.
Thank you to Sister Nurul. My name is Nur Fariha and metric number 1912088. This is the results and discussion. So the demographic factor of the study have 27.2% of the total respondents who are males and 72.8% of them are female. So the people from age group of 18 to 13 years old have higher participation rate compared to the people from age group of 30 and above. However, in these two groups, the number of female participants are higher than the male participants. This may be because the females are more cooperative, concerned, and have higher awareness in participating in such studies. And based on the location, Seremban has the highest participation rate, followed by Port Dickson and other districts. Next. Okay, so the dissemination of the form was done by using social media. The higher participation from people of younger age group is because they spend more time on social media, have wider knowledge and usage of technology. Other than that, the people of the age group 30 and above are from working group, so they may be busy, spend less time online and less interested in participating in the study. Moving on to the location, participation rate from Seremban, which is a city, is the highest. This is because the residents are likely to have more knowledge and concern about the COVID-19 cases, which drove them to participate in the study. They are also more active in the social media groups, and thus they are more likely to answer the survey conducted. Next. And the main sources of information about the COVID-19 is the social media, such as the Instagram, Twitter, and also Facebook. Followed by television, websites or MySejahtera apps, radio, newspapers, and others. So social media is the main source of information due to most participants use this platform and television more than other mass media. However, the results indicate that health information becomes more accessible online and offline. The efforts that have been carried out by the Malaysian government, especially the Ministry of Health and National Security Council, have successfully spread awareness and knowledge about the COVID-19. That's all from me. I pass to Sister Anna.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nora Ain Farhana, metric number 1919628. So, in this survey, we ask questions about symptoms, transmission, and causes of COVID-19 to test the respondents' knowledge on COVID-19. So, we started with knowledge on symptoms for COVID-19. Majority respondents agree on 3 symptoms, which are coughing, fever, and also difficulty to breathe, which these symptoms are true. Based on WHO, fever and coughing are common symptoms for COVID-19, while for difficulty in breathing, it is started when the severity increase. Another common symptoms of COVID-19 is tiredness. However, it is less popular choice by respondent. Then we put a trick answer, which is lost speech and also lost speech or movement, and as expected, it is have the lowest percentage. However, male have higher percentage than female for this answer. Overall, most male have high percentage for the correct answer compared to female. Next slide. As for transmission of COVID-19, most of respondents agree on airborne, physical touch, and also direct contact with contaminated object. And as expected, for genetic and lifestyle have the lowest percentage as it is not a right answer. If referring to WHO, COVID-19 mainly spread by small droplets in the air and enter to respiratory airway. And in addition, direct contact with patient also will initiate the spreading of viruses. However, as we can see here, at lifestyle column, the percentage from male is higher than female, while overall answer, female have higher percentage in choosing the correct answer. Next slide. Lastly, on the causes of COVID-19, which it is which is it occur because of virus or bacteria, and majority agree that it is because of viruses.
Thank you, Sister Fahana. My name is Nur Azhar binti Muhammad Idris, metric number 1910340. Now I will present about the result from our survey, which is the comparison of practice between male and female adult in Negeri Sembilan. The assessment for compliance of practice were made by comparing the percentage of the male and female adult that follow the SOP, as well as the overall mean for all the SOP stated in the questionnaire. For the first practice stated in the questionnaire, it shows the percentage for female that follow the act of wearing face masks at public places is higher than the male. Next, male respondents showed higher percentage in practicing social distancing than female, with the percentage of 100% and 96.51% respectively. For the third SOP, percentage of female is higher than male for the practice of sanitizing their hand. Next, 89.53% female and 66.67% male respondents change their mask regularly, while only 41.86% female and 48.48% male took preventive measure of not dining in restaurants or stores regularly. In terms of not bringing children to crowded places, male showed higher compliance than female with the percentage of 81.82% and 74.42% respectively. Overall, female respondents showed higher practice than male in sanitizing their hands, changing their face mask regularly, as well as wearing face masks in public places, while men showed more compliance for not bringing children to crowded places and practicing 1 meter social distancing. However, the percentage has decreased from both gender on the practice of not dining in restaurant or stall more than 3 times. The overall mean value was calculated separately for male and female respondents to compare which gender are more compliant toward the SOP practice and preventive measure of COVID-19. The bar chart showed the result of 83.14% female and 81.31% of male respondents agree that they comply with the practice stated in the questionnaire. Therefore, it shows that female respondents have taken more preventive measure compared to male in preventing the transmission of COVID-19, and females are more compliant in practicing the SOP of COVID-19. That's all from me. Now I'll pass the presentation to the next presenter.
Thank you, Sister Mizan. I am Shahminur Amira. My metric number 1912038. So in this project, the limitation is the survey is spread to the sample population by the method of convenience sampling, which done by disseminating the survey to respondents through the social media platform like WhatsApp and Facebook. However, the method is limited to the respondent who are adult, do not have devices and internet coverage as they are older adults. So therefore, this method is one of the causes for the unreached target sample size in the study. Furthermore, there is an overrepresentation of women as the number of respondents from male and female adults recorded a huge difference. This has caused difficulty in the generalizing the comparison between the male and female categories. The third limitation is the short duration, which the survey only opens within 12 to 31st December to spread and circulate the survey in the population. The occurrence of pandemic COVID-19 at this moment has put a limit in the process of disseminating the surveys physically, as the researchers cannot go out to the field and need to reduce contact with the people physically. Hence, the dissemination of the survey solely depend on the effectiveness of social media. Other than that, the untruthful responses given by the respondent. For certain questions, the respondents may be choosing to answer the question positively rather than stating the real answer in the situation given. Next. So for the conclusion, based on the overall presentation, this study may give us perspective on the comparison of practices towards the COVID-19 SOP between male and female adult in Negeri Sembilan, which shows female more compliance in practicing SOP than the males. Furthermore, this study also gives us the idea that Negeri Sembilan adults have adequate knowledge concerning COVID-19 symptoms. Give the knowledge which is the concerning the COVID-19 symptoms, how it spreads between people, as well as the platform where most of them get the latest updates on COVID-19 cases, which on the television and social media. Next. Okay, so even so, it can be seen from verse 2 to 3 in Surah Al-As mentioned that we need to always remind people to follow SOP practices, and also we need the consistent reminders from the government and health authorities to aid public knowledge, compliance and understanding about the severity of COVID-19 so that they will not underestimate its effects. As there is an Arabic quote says that prevention is better than cure. Thank you.